It is a big deal when I want it to be, and at the same time, like it's not really a big deal.
Welcome back to Baseline, where we break down what really happened behind the headlines. Sabalenka walked into a press conference furious, but the internet had it completely wrong about what she was actually furious with. In early January 2026, Emirates signed Aryna Sabalenka to be their first-ever tennis ambassador, $2 million a year. They unveiled a branded A380 aircraft with her name on it. Sabalenka was the world #1. She was the face of global tennis. And then something weird happened. Within weeks, Facebook filled up with posts claiming Emirates had signed Eala instead. The same $2 million, the same first-class travel, the same aircraft program. But Eala was ranked 32nd. Eala was 21. Eala was from Manila, and Emirates never signed her to anything. Someone took Sabalenka's actual contract, swapped the face, and hit publish. The engagement exploded. Hundreds of thousands of Filipinos clicked, shared, and believed it. News outlets had to fact-check it. Verifiles debunked it. Rappler traced the whole fabrication. And it didn't matter. By the time the truth caught up, the lie had already been weaponized. This wasn't the first fake Eala mega deal. There was a Wilson contract that didn't exist, a Louis Vuitton deal that never happened, a Sheikh Mansour agreement inflated to $1.6 billion. The pattern was simple. Take Eala's real potential, multiply it by 10, and post it in comment sections. And here's the problem nobody wanted to admit. The Filipino fan base was starving for a superstar. 100 million people, one of the largest diasporas in the world, and they had never had a WTA champion to project onto. So they clicked, they shared, they made the fake news real in engagement metrics, even when the actual deal was fiction. Eala saw all of this. She saw her name attached to contracts she never negotiated. And in February, she addressed it directly at a press conference in Abu Dhabi. She said, "I don't have power over what other people post. I am aware that there have been a lot of fake news articles, and it is concerning because I see sometimes they get a lot of likes." 21 years old, already smarter than the algorithm exploiting her. Then July arrived, and the noise started turning into receipts. July 4th, center court at Wimbledon. Eala versus Iga Swiatek. Swiatek was the defending champion, 5-time Grand Slam winner, the woman everyone thought would steamroll anyone in her path. Final score, 7-6, 6-2, straight sets. Eala dismantled her. She walked onto the biggest court in tennis against one of the most decorated players in the sport and didn't flinch. Her baseline pressure was aggressive. Her composure was ice cold. When you beat a defending Wimbledon champion in front of the world, no fake airline contract can boost your credibility. You don't need it. But here's where it gets interesting. While Eala was beating Swiatek, Sabalenka was somewhere else on the grounds. July 5th, Sabalenka lost to Naomi Osaka in straight sets, her first straight-set slam loss since 2020. In her press conference, she told reporters she planned to get drunk to cope with it. The world #1, the Emirates ambassador, the woman with her name on an A380. She was flying home early with a straight-set defeat. The 21-year-old who never got signed by an airline was the one who left Wimbledon with the sport's attention. After the loss, Swiatek sat down for her own press conference, and instead of making excuses, she spent it explaining why Eala was the better player that day. She talked about the aggressive baseline pressure, the composure on the biggest moment, the refusal to shrink. When the player you just beat spends her losing press conference explaining why you belonged there, that's not speculation. That's a 5-time major winner conceding that the 21-year-old across the net was operating at a different level. But here's the detail that closes the loop on the real story. Back in February, while Facebook was still recycling fake Emirates contracts, Eala visited Nike World Headquarters in Beaverton, Oregon. The actual sponsor story was happening in a boardroom, while the fake one was harvesting likes in a Manila comments section. Nike wasn't posting about it. Nike didn't need to. They were moving. Now watch what the actual market is doing. The fabricated Emirates story wasn't random. It was proof of something real. The demand was there. The appetite was there. You could feel it in the engagement numbers. A country with no WTA superstar was so hungry for one that they would click on a lie if it meant their nation had a representative at that level. Real brands noticed, not because of the fake posts, but because of what the fake posts revealed. Eala's Wimbledon run took her from ranked 32 to a legitimate threat. Nike already visited. Now she had a quarterfinal opponent in Jasmine Paolini, and the calendar after that was loaded. The U.S. Open Series in August, Flushing Meadows starting late August, then the Asian hardcourt swing, where Filipino turnout would be at its loudest. If Eala backs up that Swiatek win with another deep run, the first brand willing to write the real number, not fake, not copy-pasted, would be defining the next decade of Asian tennis sponsorship. After she lost to Paolini 4-6, 6-4 in the quarterfinals, Eala posted an Instagram reel thanking the Filipino crowd for turning center court into something that felt like Manila for a week. She didn't tweet about the fake Emirates story. She didn't attack Sabalenka. She refused to fight in a manufactured war even when the war was being fought with her face. So return to the headline that started all of this. Sabalenka didn't go off about Eala. Emirates didn't sign Eala. But a 21-year-old from the Philippines walked into Nike World Headquarters in February, beat a defending Wimbledon champion in July, and answered every fabricated contract with the same calm response about not having power over what people post. The Emirates plane took off in January with the world number one's name on it. By July, the woman on that plane was flying home early. And the woman the fake headlines couldn't stop inventing was the one the sport couldn't stop watching. The next chapter of the Eala story is going to move fast, faster than the fact checkers, faster than the fake posts, faster than the algorithm, because the real deal is coming, and when it does, it'll be nothing like the fiction.